center goal. We'll see Blue Alliance, though, with a big hit, able to get that. Looks like that may be enough for them to secure that autonomous bonus, which they do. So let's go to driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Blue gets that 10-point autonomous bonus. Red, although favored, is going to have to crawl out of the hole right here if they're going to want to be able to move on. Again, it's one or done in this round of 16 and will be up until we reach the finals. That means these teams are going to have to perform at their highest ability for the remainder of these matches. If they do not perform at their best, they risk getting eliminated. But these teams are fighting to move on to win the state championship and secure themselves a spot in the World Championships in St. Louis. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. That means we're 30 seconds into the driver control period. Red really has yet to scratch right now, as the Blue Alliance has completely descored any of the red balls from earlier in the match and during the autonomous period. But 2990W sneaking around, but 3017, a school that is known for their defense, has been showing as strong out in these matches. Previous match saw them win heavily, and now they're trying to do so again. But 2990W escapes. 1, get him 2, 3 in, and a huge score, and followed up by a D score. Great move there by the Red Alliance, swinging the design or this match a little more towards their favor, but they still have more to come back if they want to be able to secure the victory. 2990W working towards that far side, smartly going to an area where the team has a bonus. 3017, just too much for them, just shadow boxing them, keeping them away. Red Alliance and Blue Alliance back and forth. 51581D trying to do their best to hold that position, hold steady the goal, but they're just trying to work so and descoring the Blue Alliance robot or the goals. Blue Alliance owns 3 of the 4 goals remaining, including one of the 10-point zones. And they are doing everything they can to hold on to that. 2990W working high, working low, but just facing too much defense, taking too long to set up. They might have it here, an opportunity, but no. 10 seconds remaining in this match. It's a little too much again. They're working hard, getting blocked by their own team. They get 2 balls up and in with 4, with 3, 2, 1, and time. Looks like Red Alliance was able to get the park, but we'll see if that's going to be enough to secure them a victory.
Go. And we are off. 32-49F, able to get 4 scored in that long goal as blue counters with 1 in the top and 1 in the bottom. Red able to steal away ownership of that top goal, but blue still gets ownership of that bottom goal. Red is going to take that Auton bonus. Let's go right into the driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Both teams here spring to life. 970. 270 exabyte on the Blue Alliance, able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 blue blocks scored in that long goal. Red just waiting for the opportunity to D-score. They're going to put 2 in that goal and go for the D-score, but blue is sitting there, preventing them from pushing any out of that long goal. Meanwhile, syntax error, able to get 2 in that goal here. Huge D-score, only been 4 red blocks here in that long goal on the audience side. Blue goes for a D-score of 2. 32-49F gets 2 more red blocks into that long goal, positions them into the center. Blue goes for 2, but red's able to smack him out of the goal right back into the intake. Blue is able to free them from their robot. 57 seconds left here. Blue able to get 2 scored in that goal, but here comes syntax error. They're going to immediately try to D-score, but blue is able to salvage 1, but red is able to finish it off. 32-49F pushing blue around the field right now as blue lines up to that middle goal, able to get 1, 2, 3 in that middle goal. They're going to take ownership of that middle goal. 41998A on the Blue Alliance gets 3 positioned in that long goal, but syntax error is just waiting there for the opportunity to D-score. Blue goes for that first, but here comes red trying to push it back out. They're going to try to steal ownership, and they slide all the blue blocks out. 20 seconds left here in the match. Red maintaining ownership of all goals, but blue is not giving up just yet. They get 3 in that long goal. They're going to go for a D-score here. Red tries to stop them, but blue might have the advantage. They're able to stop them and push them all the way through, knocking 2 red out with 5 seconds left. Here comes red, though, to counter and D-scoring one of the blue ones. 2, 1, 0. Oh. Team Tier able to get 1 in that bottom goal as their alliance partners Valkyrie able to get 1 in that top goal. That's 2 ownership bonuses. Meanwhile, 32-49 able to get 5 scored in that goal as red counters with 2. Red is going to take that autonomous bonus. We're going to go right into that driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off. Here comes blue going to score a couple of these blocks. They got 2 scored in that long goal. Here comes red deploying 2 hooks on their robot trying to find an opening to D-score. They're both going in there fighting for ownership, but red's able to wrestle it out of the goal. Meanwhile, 32-49 are able to get 4, 5 of those blue blocks. Here comes red. 5 of their own. They're going for that D-score, but 32-49R is sitting there waiting for them to go for that D-score so they can counter it. They're just going to both sit there. Neither one wants to go, but blue tries to go for the D-score, but red is standing there to prevent it from happening. Meanwhile, ownership is tied for this long goal. 56-86R in the Blue Alliance looking for the opportunity to change that. Both robots here going over to try to change the tide, trying to steal away ownership, but blue is right there to stop them. Meanwhile, 5686R on the Blue Alliance taking this opportunity uncontested to grab some of these match loads. As we get a huge D score, blue finally able to wrestle those red ones away, de-scoring them all, taking full ownership of that goal and protecting those 5 blocks. Meanwhile, red able to steal ownership from this goal here. 27 seconds left here on the clock. Both robots here in a pushing match. Neither one wants to give up their position. Secured. Blue able to wrestle at least one away, accidentally pulling one of their own out. 15 seconds left here. Both teams are fighting in pushing matches here for control over these last goals. Red trying to find an angle, keeping blue from getting the other end of that goal. 5 seconds left. Red going for that parking bonus. Blue going for a last second, but they don't have any left. 0.
All 4 robots off and racing. Looks like red first strike up. 4-point balls in. Successfully able to get 2 of them to that middle zone as well. Red looking to do the same as well. Not quite able to punch those to that center area. 2-1. Red and blue pushing for that high center, owning possession of that middle goal. Referees tallying everything up. Red gets that autonomous bonus. Driver control begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Red Alliance 10-point bonus and immediately going to de-score the Blue Alliance balls that were scored during that autonomous period. Blue at a big deficit right now, but of course, as we mentioned before, they've already won a match to be able to get to where they're at right now, and they're going to look to try to add to that precedent they have set in order to continue to move on. Red Alliance, though, of 116AA, quickly climbing up the side of the wall in order to de-score the Blue Alliance balls, which they successfully do so. 2990V, unfortunately, high-sided on one of the parking zones right now, so they're going to need a little help from their teammate if they want to be able to come out and get themselves a potential to win. 1 minute and 10 seconds, and it looks like they might have freed themselves up, and yes, they have, down with now 1 minute remaining. In that time, though, Red Alliance has strengthened the lead that they have, but Blue Alliance, their partners, have loaded up 4 balls to score as 2990V comes right back in order to get a D-score on their side. Now pushing hard up against the Red Alliance robot to try to do some D-scoring of their own, but not quite able to do so. 2990V now in position, possibly to D-score, but still working as their partners of 97301K are working as well. But the defense of 166898 of the Driggle Boss is just too much for them to handle right now. just boxing them out and screening every which way that they want to go and not letting them get to the rim for a score with 35 seconds left. Time is ticking down in the Blue Lions, hitting the middle center, which is actually able to D-score 6 points, and they go up and 1, 2, 3, and 4 balls up and in there for the Blue Lions. All 4 robots kerfuffling on this top side here as there's all sorts of commotion going on. Blue Alliance trying to push out. Great by the Blue Alliance, able to get possession, but the Red Alliance is trying to get that as they're D-scored right back. 14 seconds remaining in this match. Red Alliance still with that advantage. Blue needs to get points on the board, but Red is not slowing down in the slightest. Blue Alliance goes back in park. And a big hit, but able a little too far, not able to get in that center zone with 4 seconds. Make it 3, make it 2. Park there by the Red, and 1 second left, and time. Strong showing from all 4 of these teams right now. Our referee is going to get that totaled up before we move on to our next match.
Go. And we are off. 1460T goes to outtake, but is unable to get them off in that middle goal. Meanwhile, 51581B on the Blue Alliance, able to get 4 scored in that long goal. 1769A counters with 4 of their own. Looks like Blue is going to take that autonomous bonus. Let's go right into driver control. In 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off here. 1460T waste no time going for those match loads. They grab 3 as Blue goes for a reposition of their blocks here, grabbing 2, going for that middle goal. Here comes Red, though, with 3 in that long goal. Flings that blue one out of the way, leaving only 3 red ones. Red and Blue collide here in the middle. Red tries to maneuver around that goal, able to get some leverage here, pushing 2 of those Blue, going for the last 2, is able to secure 3 in that long goal. That's 1 for Red, but 3 of those goals are remaining here in Blue's possession. 1769A trying to keep tried to keep Red from filling up this large long goal here. 20281B Hypothesis battling it out here as 1769A Extreme able to get 3 Blue in here, trying to go for a defense, but 1460T trying their best to stop them from getting and using those Blue at our D-score. Red trying to go for the counter, but they're able to sweep those out. Blue counters and is able to very slick move there, able to release their D-scoring mechanism at just the right time. 30 seconds left here. 1460T sets their sights on that audience long goal, getting 1 red when they're trying to go for the D-score, but both Blue robots against Red, leaving their alliance partner to come back here uncontested. Red tries to use that D-score here, but Blue is able to get rid of that 1 red block. 9 seconds left here. Last second for 80 D-scores. Both red robots collide in the center. 5 seconds left. Going for that parking bonus. 2, 1, 0.
All those balls starting to get gathered up early on. Red Alliance first team to put points on the board. 8 balls up and in, followed by 8-9 balls up by the Red or Blue Alliance. And now successfully able to own that center goal. We'll see if that's enough. All right, Blue gets autonomous bonus. Let's go to driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go, immediately with a D score there by the Blue Alliance, able to capitalize and now owns both of the high goals 2 seconds into the match. But Red Alliance of 3-0-170 is trying to come right back to get some points up and get themselves in that position, and they do successfully completely clear out that blue goal, and also, not quite, but still working to get that ball of their own in that high zone goal in order to get themselves that 10-point bonus. Blue coming right back, putting a few balls up and in, but Red Alliance of 3-0-170 lining themselves right back up. But the Blue Alliance is trying to play some defense right now. We'll see how it's going to pan out. 29-90 looking to get in position to score, but getting some chased around by 3-0-1-7, a school that is very, very defensive. And now it looks like they might have had themselves caught up, but have freed themselves for the moment. Blue and Red very back and forth this match. Of course, we're going to see how it's play out. Both of these teams have already won all their qualification matches to get to this point, or a lot of the qualification matches, and as well have won an elimination round already to move themselves to here. It's win or go home, win this match, move on to the semifinals, lose, and that is it for your day here at the VEX Robotics State Championships. Huge D score there by the Red Alliance, 3-0-1-7s, both D and X fighting on the bar side of the field. Meanwhile, 2-5, 3-6-8F and 29-90 fighting it out on the top side between Red and Blue respectively. 33 seconds remaining. Red Alliance with a huge score, able to get the few balls up and in. They're fighting to do so. 29-90, good teamwork. Completely de-scoring Blue. That's huge. 10 more points there potentially for the Red Alliance, as well as de-scoring the entire clearing them. That sells the points, as there is now 20 seconds remaining. Red currently owns 3 of the 4 potential goals, giving them an insane boost and bonus. And another D-score there by the Red Alliance, taking away points from the Blue. 8 seconds remaining in this match. Blue's going to need a miracle, but they do have that autonomous bonus as the final 4 seconds remain. Red gets up for a park. 2 seconds, 1 second, and time! Incredible comeback by the Red Alliance, and we'll see if that's enough to get them the win.
Syntax error begins by getting 1 in that middle goal, as 32-49F able to get 4 scored in that long goal, depositing 1 in that middle goal. As Syntax error able to get 3 more, and they push him into the center. Red's going to take ownership of all 4 of these goals and get that autonomous bonus. Let's go right into driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Blue wastes no time grabbing some of these blocks out from the center of the field. Syntax error takes his time to position their blocks into a better strategic location, as Blue's able to launch 2 into the center of that goal. Both teams here waiting to see who makes the first move. Blue tries to go for that D-score, but gets stuck on the edge of that goal, trying to find the right angle. Meanwhile, 32-49 are battling it out against 32-49F. Both these teams trying to take ownership of this middle goal. As both these teams are battling for control, Red still maintains ownership of all 4 of the goals. 32-49R, though, they are not looking to give up. They're going to get 1, 2 scored in that goal. As 32-49F on the Red Alliance going for that D-score. Blue is going to sit there and prevent that from happening. 60 seconds left here in the match. Syntax Error trying to get this one blue block out, and they're able to do so. They run into that middle goal, bouncing that blue one out as well. They've descored almost every single blue block here, other than the two that 3249R is still guarding, waiting for that opportunity to strike, letting that clock run down, though. 42 seconds, they go for a move. 3249F there is right there to stop. Blue looks for an opening. Red, they are just locked. As Blue finally finds a way, they're able to descore one of those red blocks. 25 seconds left here in the match. Red puts a few more in that long goal. Able to immediately descore. 19 seconds. Here comes Blue, one. Going for a second one in there, but Syntax Error is guarding that goal, waiting for them to put that last one and smacking that blue one right out of the goal. 7 seconds left here as both robots here are entangled in the corner, wrestling to get free. 3, 2, 1.
Don't mind the voice crack. I'm just excited for the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Red and blue fighting to early on, getting some balls up and in. Referee's keeping a close eye on everything. Blue falling a little off to the side. Red Alliance looks like they might be able to get the advantage for this match. And that is time for the autonomous period. Looks like red gets that autonomous bonus. Let's go to driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Red with an immediate D score. Blue looking to get some activity going on the bottom side goal right there. Looks like Red Alliance, though, holding strong. Nothing scored early on for blue. And there they go. 2 balls up and in, but Red Alliance in the meantime was able to D score this ones from the middle. And meanwhile, Blue Alliance with a huge D score, unable to get their ball to the center zone. Great strong move by them as we're down to the final minute 25. Red Alliance, though, getting that right back, able to own that center zone. Now 5-1-5-8-1-B trying to get in position. They're working on it. And there they go, a D score there for the Blue Alliance. And Red Alliance right back. Balls in, balls out, just like that. It's an exciting move. Huge move there by the Red Alliance, and it looks like there are the ball's going on the bottom side, but not quite able to get scored. This one of these teams, or both of these teams, have done exceptionally well in high-scoring matches early on in eliminations, but it looks like with the defense this round, it's going to be a lot of low-scoring battles. 1 minute remaining in this match. Red Alliance and Blue Alliance literally trading, who's owning ownership of those middle goals. No one has touched his top goal here in a while, but on that bottom goal is just being fought over to the nail between the Red and Blue Alliances. Red Alliance has that 10-point autonomous bonus, and we're going to see if that will be enough for them to secure themselves a victory, or at least give them a big advantage. But 1-7-6-9 immediately descoring the Red Alliance, as well as scoring now more points there for the Blue, driving to the parking zone of Red in order to gather some more. But back and forth they go. Red Alliance 34 points of bonuses by owning, but a huge move by the Blue. If they're going to be able to capitalize, they're working on it, and it looks like they almost do. D-scoring the Red, and now trying to working on it, and not quite. Back and forth, Red and Blue and Red. Who's going to walk away with this one? It's hard to say. Looks like Blue may be able to get it with 10 seconds remaining in this match. We're down to the final stretch. 7 seconds remaining. Looks like Blue and Red going for a park. Huge move by Blue. If they can hold on to it, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Who's going to walk away with the victory? This one, this round is over. Exciting finish to this match. Referees are going to count this up as quickly and as efficiently as they can, making sure they're walking away and giving ourselves our first alliance who's going to land in the finals.
And we are off. 30-17D immediately goes for that middle goal. Able to get 3 in that goal. So Blues 1. Meanwhile, 29-90U able to get 4 in that long goal. As Diffusion able to get 3 in the middle of that goal. Red is going to take that autonomous bonus. Let's go right into driver control. In 3, 2, 1, go. Red taking that advantage going into driver control. 32-49F immediately goes for that lower goal, getting 2 blue blocks scored in there, giving them ownership of that middle goal. Minute 34 to go in the match here. Syntax Error immediately goes for 3 in that long goal. Let it line up and go for that D score. Able to shoot 2 of those red blocks out of that goal. 29-U wipes them all except for 1 blue and replaces them with 2 reds. Syntax Error, though, they're going to try to D-score that one immediately, trying to get into position. But Red finds the opportunity. Blue trying to defend that 1 block, but 29-U is able to smack it out of the goal. Minute and 8 seconds left in the match here. 30-17D on the Red Alliance gets 3 in that middle goal, taking ownership of that top goal as they play a bit of defense here against Blue. Red and Blue trying to separate. They are entangled. Both robots need to try to separate now. 50 seconds, though. We have both teams are entangled. They are able to free themselves over in the corner as Syntax Error battles out against Hive Mind. Hive Mind looks for the opportunity to go for a D-score here and protect their goal from Blue. But there goes Red able to knock that last Blue out, leaving 2 in that middle goal. But Blue now has control over those 2 middle goals as the clock hits 30 seconds. 32-49F now is separated from that team, has a huge load of blue blocks headed for that goal. But 30-17D, Diffusion played some defense. Getting to that goal, they're going to smash it him. Huge D-score on the audience side of the field, leaving 2 blue left in there. Blue's going to put 1 in the middle as Blue's able to finish at this goal for 10 seconds left. Goal has ownership of every single one, but Red might have flipped it, but Blue pushes it back. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, 0.
high school division. The Sportsmanship Award is presented to a team that has earned the respect and admiration of the volunteers and other teams at the event. This team is courteous, helpful, and respectful to everyone at the event. This team is a model for all to follow as team members. All right, the next award that we have to give out is our Judges Award. The Judges Award is presented to a team that is deserving of special recognition. Judges consider several criteria for this award, including exemplary effort and perseverance at the event. Team accomplishments or other attributes that may not fall under existing award categories are also considered. The winner of the Judges Award this year is Team 25368F McMasters. All right, give them one more huge round of applause. We're going to go ahead and get our teams for the first round of finals up and going, and then we'll continue after that.
And we are off. Victory goes for 4 here in the long goal, but 3249F counters with 4 of their own. Looks like Victory able to get 3 in that top goal. Blue gets 3 in the bottom goal, and a collision. Oh, that's going to be close to see who takes the ownership of that far goal. They're equal in blocks, but it's going to see who has more within those 2 white lines is going to take the ownership bonus for that goal. That might be the difference maker. We'll let the refs tally it up and see who is going to take it. Red is going to take that autonomous bonus. Let's get right into driver control in 3, 2, 1, go. Both robots smash into each other, trying to clear those goals. 1168A Victory able to keep 4 secured in that long goal, as there is a huge pileup. Syntax error versus DracoBots in a pushing match. DracoBots able to clear all those blue blocks out and keep 2 red blocks remaining in that long goal. Meanwhile, Victory able to get 2 in that middle goal as well. Red owns 3 out of 4 of these goals. They're going to go for 4 and 4. They tie up that bottom goal, but 3249F on the Blue Alliance able to take back control of that top goal. Victory hits back with 3 more of their own. Blue, though, capturing that middle goal, or that long goal by the audience. Red, though, completely clearing it out. But here comes Blue, clearing it and canceling it out entirely. No one gets to control that long goal. 3249F on the Blue Alliance. Formula 5 gets 1 and 2 of those blue blocks scored in the middle. Here comes DracoBots to score a few of their own. Getting 2 is on. They're going to use those 2 to push those blue ones out of that long goal. Red now controls 2 of these long goals. 39 seconds left to go. 3949F on the blue. Looking for an opportunity to score. Getting huge war over these middle goals here. Red has the bottom, but Blues grab the top. They've tied it up at the very least. Here comes 1168A, though, completely getting rid of all the blue blocks, but 3249 giving up. They're able to get rid of all those. 18 seconds left here to go in this match. Here comes syntax error as they get into a pushing with Red. They might be stuck here. 10 seconds left. 8. They're able to free themselves, going for a last-second D-score, but Red's able to push them out of the way and fill up an entire goal. Blue going for that parking bonus as the clock hits 0. Very exciting match. We'll let them tally this up, and we'll see what the score is going into our second match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have the score submitted, and on the board you can see that Red Alliance came away with the victory, 89-14. They need one more win in order to secure themselves that state championship. But before we move on to our second round, we're going to go ahead and hand out some more awards. All right, the next award that we are going to give out tonight is going to be the Design Award. The Design Award is presented to a team that demonstrates the most organized and professional approach to the design process, project and time management, and team organization. This team's engineering notebook provides clear and complete documentation of the team's robot design process and the development of their game strategy. The winning team also demonstrates effective communication skills and teamwork, and this year, the Design Award is presented to team number 1769A Extreme. And I do want to note as well that this is a world qualifying award. Right. Give them a huge round of applause. One last picture really quickly. All right, now give them another huge round of applause. All right, congratulations. We're going to go ahead and move on to our second finals match, and then we will go ahead and continue on from there. Go! Off and rolling for what is potentially the last match of the year here for Oregon Vex Robotics. Red Alliance trying to make it so. Blue Alliance trying to make sure that that does not happen. With 4, 3, 2 seconds left, push for that center. Who's going to gain possession? Red Alliance gets that autonomous bonus. All right, driver control is next. Audience, one more time, count it down with me. Driver control begins in 3, 2, 1, go! We are off and going in our 1 minute and 45 seconds of driver control period. Again, this can be the last 1 minute and 45 seconds of the entire year here in Oregon Vex Robotics. The winner of this tournament will go on to win or to compete in the Vex Robotics World Championships in St. Louis. Right now, Red Alliance does have that one win, a bonus right now over the Blue Alliance, but Blue Alliance is trying to come back. Unfortunately, looks like there's a bit of heartbreak. 51-581E is a little high-centered right now, but their partners have freed them up. Good move there by 3249F. They have fought hard all day today, and not just today, but all year long. And a huge D score by the Blue Alliance. Huge move to get themselves in position to be able to own that center goal, but trying to hit it back, having trouble doing so. But Red Alliance coming right through with the D score. Can they complete that up? Not quite. Blue Alliance coming back. And now Red Alliance, back and forth they go, chasing and shadowboxing each other. Blue Alliance trying to score, but 1-6-6-8-9, not letting them do so. 55-0 seconds remaining in this match. It is back and forth. Doesn't look like it's going to be super high scoring, but nonetheless, Red is owning the advantage of the board right now. They own 3 of the 4 goals. Blue Alliance trying to add, but unfortunately not quite hitting. That leaves the Red an opportunity to go ahead and D-score and own that top goal outright, and they do so. 30 seconds remaining, and it looks like the Red Alliance is still owning 3 of the 4. And now some strong defense against the Blue Alliance. Red is beginning to show their dominance right now, but Blue is not out of it yet. Ample time for them to come back and make something happen. Time is ticking down. Blue Alliance with a push, trying to D-score the bottom, and they do so. Taking ownership of that. Red Alliance coming right back. Blue Alliance taking ownership of the top goal, but no, defense there by Red. 10 seconds left. Red with a huge score on the top side, looking to cement themselves as the Oregon State champions for 2026. 3 seconds left. What's going to happen with 2, with 1? That is time! All right, ladies and gentlemen. (106-6). Ladies and gentlemen, your Red Alliance is your state champions. All right, let's start by announcing our tournament finalists and recognizing them for their incredible skill and effort today. It is the Blue Alliance from the previous match of Team 51581E Syntax Air from the Dalles and their partners 3249F Formula 5 from Vancouver. All right, get your picture in front of the awesome banner. All right, give a huge round of applause to this team one more time for all their extremely hard effort to get to where they are at today. Next up, we want to recognize our tournament champions, OregonRobotics State Champions for 2025-2026. And this is the Red Alliance from the last match, Team 16689A, the Dracobots, and their partners, Team 1168A, Victory! All right, give them a huge round of applause to our tournament champions. Up next, the next award to give out is the Robot Skills Champion. This is presented to the team that has the highest combined autonomous and driver skills challenge. And the winner is Team 1168A Victory! All right, give them a big round of applause. Congratulations for that. All right, next up on the list we have to give out is the Innovate Award. The Innovate Award is presented to a team that develops and documents a unique or uncommon aspect in their team's design or gameplay strategy. This team self-identified this aspect for judges and has documented this aspect in their engineering notebook. The team has utilized independent inquiry to explore and develop this aspect from its initial conception through its current implementation. And the Innovate Award this year is presented to team number 3249F Formula 5.
All right, one more round of applause for our Innovate Award winners. Fantastic job. Last but not least, we have the Excellence Award winner. The Excellence Award is presented to a team that exemplifies a high-quality competitive robotics program and the ethos of the REC Foundation. The Excellence Award recognizes a team's ability to document and explain their engineering design process via an engineering notebook and team interview. The team also demonstrates outstanding competition performance by being among the top performing teams at the event. This team is a strong contender in numerous award categories and exemplifies dedication, devotion, hard work, and teamwork. This team is committed to quality in everything they do. And the Excellence Award is presented to team number, drumroll please, 3017D Diffusion.
All right, what an exciting end to today. Thanks for everybody. If I can get help tearing these fields apart, picking up mats and tables and chairs, if everybody gives me 20 minutes, we'll all be out of here. If you got an award, I have your award stands here, and I have the Robot Skills banner for whoever won that. Otherwise, thanks guys. Have a good evening.